Europe trusted America, from Thatcher to Johnson, from Chirac to Macron, from Schmidt to Merkel. US has always been its trusted partner and ally. In peacetime or war, Europe has always carefully played its loyal and sincere part in this relationship. But this time, Europe is unhappy. Despite a broken Eastern European bloc largely devastated by war and a war that the United States more or less instigated, Western Europe is also suffering from energy shortage, inflation, and high unemployment. The closest transatlantic ally of the European continent, United States, however, sat on the sidelines and looked on. Not only did the United States take a bystander position, it took the once-in-a-century opportunity to make a fortune. Energy companies in the US are reaping huge profits, and the profit number is so obscene that US President Joe Biden had to impose a windfall tax onto it to make it legit. And meanwhile, the trade deficit of European countries against the US is reaching new highs. These are not the worst issues. The Inflation Act of the United States, which includes huge subsidies on the new energy vehicle sector, totally upset the French and the Germans, who are the largest car makers globally. In October, the Biden administration awarded $2.8 billion in grants to build and expand domestic manufacturing of batteries for electric vehicles in 12 states. This is on top of billions of dollars subsidies already announced for domestic US EV car manufacturing. Such measures will suck companies out of Europe and force them to open sites in the US domestically. BMW, for instance, announced its investment of $1.7 billion in South Carolina recently. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz publicly warned that a tariff war might happen if the US keeps subsidizing aggressively like this. At present, it is very hard for Europe to launch a trade dispute against the US, as this winter they have too many domestic issues to be fixed. US might be lagging behind in the EV sector, as the new EV sales penetration rate is only 5%. But it doesn't mean that it should do things at the expense of other countries. It is not a zero-sum game, especially when we're talking about everything climate change related. There is a saying in Chinese, 割韭菜, or cutting Chinese chives. 韭菜 is a green leafy vegetable known for its vitality. While the part of the vegetable above ground is harvested, the bulb underground will sprout new leaves in a short period. 割 means to cut. This term is often used in the stock market, where unexperienced individual investors continuously have their riches harvested by institutions and more experienced investors during the constant fluctuation of stock prices. Well, in this case, Europe is the 韭菜 of the United States and has been cut many times already.